using that same strategy.
Yeah,
Mark,
I mean it's a great strategy.
Get well as a fan.
I felt much better about living in Arkansas after I watched. I thought I was gonna. I just as most Arkansans do, we love our Razorbacks. When we don't talk about the Razorbacks much on our show because we're an outdoor show, but they play outdoors in football, and so most of the time. So I kind of I'll miss fishing sometimes to go watch the Razorbacks, but no more.
Yeah, not for football. I think that ship sailed this year.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I left before the collapse because I could intuited it coming.
Intuitive. Yeah, that intuitive feeling.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Razorbacks, think about this, Mark. 70,000 people will fit in Razorback Stadium.
Right.
There will be more than 4 times that many people in the woods this weekend for the opening day of deer season.
And that's great.
It is a big weekend in Arkansas.
It is.
Big weekend.
And, there's people that have been out scouting, checking their deer, cameras, checking their game cam. I mean, people out there getting ready to take their son or daughter first time hunting, and my deal is if you're going, if you're a novice or if you're an old pro like Trey here is at deer hunting, yeah, make sure that if you're in a stand, if you're in a tree stand, that you've got your safety harness.
It's funny, Mark. That's our all about tire and brake tip of the week. I mean, I've got a whole series of tips offered by old Randy Zellers over at the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Put out a news release today, and we're gonna hijack some of those tips.
A lot of times,
but having your safety harness in proper working order is one of those tips.
It's as important as having your life jacket on when you're in your boat.
Another one, and again, I don't want to steal the thunder from the all about tire and brake tip of the week, which we'll do later on. But another one that always blows me away, and I was hunting it on a muzzleloading hunt at Wattensaw, a permit hunt a number of years ago with Randy Zellers, as a matter of fact, and we had split up, and I'm walking out through the woods and had hunted this area the day before. We were using a boat to get in. It's pretty remote, like if you came in by land, and all of a sudden, this guy just appears. He's leaning up against a tree. He wasn't wearing orange, and I said, I was not rude about it, but I was like, hey, man, like, where's your orange? And he pulls his coat back, and it's on underneath, and I was like, it's not doing any good if nobody can see it, man.
Yeah, no
but
doubt.
It blows me away the number of people that think, well, as long as I got the orange on, I can cover it up with something else. But
if somebody has their X-ray specs on, they can see that.
It doesn't work that way, does it?
No,
I don't have that ultraviolet vision like the birds of paradise where I can see underneath your shirt.
I know where Philip's going to be. This Philip Castor's going to be this
You think
week.
He's going to be hunting a deer?
His daughter hunts. His granddaughter hunts. Remember last year, wasn't it? His granddaughter got a nice deer.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah,
I mean, what you say about that?
Let's do it.
It's time for the Trader Bill's Outdoors Fishing Report. With locations in Hot Springs and Little Rock, Trader Bill's is your one-stop for all things outdoors.
And let's go to the Edwards Food Giant Hotline and welcome in Philip Kastner. Philip, Mark has a bet, and I wouldn't take it, that you're probably going to be in the Deerwood Saturday. I think that's probably safe to say, right?
I certainly am. Yeah, he hit the nail on the head. This coming weekend, obviously opening deer season in Arkansas. I'm standing outside right now, kind of, sort of howling at the moon.
Yep.
So if I know you guys are stuck in the studio, and I really do appreciate your work, but you got to realize what we're dealing with. I mean, it is a full moon opening weekend. If there is a buck in central Arkansas, he is going to be chasing a doe because of what's going on. And, with a little bit of cooler temperatures that we got, it's going to be a great opening week.
Last time I saw Philip, his neck had thickened up. He had these little nubbins on top of his head. I mean, Philip was fired up.
Like not thinking clearly.
He was not
probably
thinking clearly. No, he was not.
Well, if you're a male this time of year, you're probably not thinking real clearly.
tell us what's going on at Trader Bill's. What y'all got going?
So we have a great big selection, guys. If you're wanting a deer stand, okay, so let's talk about deer stands. You know, when you're dealing with family, when you're dealing with kids, you're not always climbing trees. You know, that's what the youngsters do to go get an early buck. But if you're out there with your family, you want something a little bigger, a little more sturdy, and Trader Bill's in both Hot Springs and Little Rock have great deer stands on sale. You know, they're 4x6s and 8x8s, towers that are 10 feet tall. Got two different sizes in stock. We've got a big selection of clothes to help keep all of the kids and family members warm. Different kinds of things you might need for the upcoming deer season weekend. It is the opening deer season in Arkansas. It just doesn't get much bigger.
When I came by Trader Bill's, I guess it was one day last week, middle of last week, y'all were unloading tons of Sitka gear. So I know y'all got a bunch of that in.
We got a bunch of Sitka in for all the duck hunters that are coming up here in another 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks, whatever you want to call it. Got a big shipment of feed in today as well. You know, corn. We got feeders. Anything you might need to attract a deer into an area, and that's what you're doing right now, guys. It's opening weekend, so you know everybody and their brother has got different kinds of feed out, and you have to have some of that out to hold some of the better deer around, or more importantly, the does around, because that's what you're doing. You're trying to attract as many does as you can so that you can get some buck to make a stupid decision.
That's what it's all about, getting him to be dumb, right? or well, the girls get him to be dumb, and then you just try to take advantage of that. Phillip, do you have your eyes on any particular bucks you've been watching the last season, or looking on your game cameras that you picked up at Trader Bill's, or anything like that?
Absolutely. I've got 2 bucks that have been on this same camera for the past really 2 weeks, but here in the last week, that's what you're worried about.
Right.
It's you know, the base coming out of its head isn't as big as some of the ones I've seen, but my goodness, the G2 and the G3 are beyond 12 inches long. And number 2 part of this thing doesn't grow back. It just goes out right and left. So
nice.
I'm excited. I'm going to be out there this coming Saturday with my granddaughter in the stand with me.
Great.
You know, I really don't care if I squeeze the trigger. I'm out there to watch her do it.
Shoot us some pictures, and so we can put
we'll put those on the Wild Side Facebook page. Well, Phillip, great stuff as always. Good luck to you, your granddaughter, and everybody else that's hunting with you. And we'll talk to you next week, buddy.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks, Phillip.
That's Phillip Kastner from Trader Bill's Outdoors on the Edwards Food Giant hotline. Always a pleasure to talk to Phillip and get his insights. You know, he talks fishing. We call it the fishing report, but there's a little bit of everything, especially this time of year.
He's been there so long, he knows a little bit about it all.
He does. Well, good to hear from Phillip. Hey, good to have y'all with us on a little bit later version of the Wild Side here on 103.7 The Buzz. Stick around. More coming up. I'm Trey Reid from the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz, and when I'm looking for a great home-cooked lunch on the fly, my go-to spot is the deli at my neighborhood Edwards Food Giant. There's always a great selection of delicious meats and vegetables, fresh from the kitchen and served with a smile by the friendly folks behind the deli counter. You'll get heaping portions with cornbread or a dinner roll and a drink to wash it down, all for under $9. For home cooking without the hassle of washing dishes, go see our friends at Edwards Food Giant.
Mark Hedrick here from the Wild Side to tell you about our friends at West Rock Landing on Lake Maumelle. I've been fishing Maumelle for decades, and even though I've learned a few things about catching fish on the lake through the years, I've also learned that it all starts at West Rock Landing. If you're looking for a place to hold your next bass tournament, our friends at West Rock are ready to help you take care of the details. Their covered deck is perfect for weigh-ins. They can also set you up with a boat rental for a day of fishing or a day of just enjoying the views and the area's wildlife. Go see them today. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle.
Navigating the world of health insurance coverage can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why Tammy Chase Insurance is here to help. Medicare coverage, health insurance, indemnity, life, dental, and vision. Tammy Chase and her team have the expertise and resources to help you figure out the plans and coverages that are right for you. Check them out on the web at TammyChaseInsurance.com or stop by in person at 8414 Counts Massey Road in North Little Rock. Tammy Chase puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Bath Makeover of Arkansas started with 50, then 30. Now we've reached the final days. Looking for 20 homes to participate in our Rake in the Fall Savings event. Receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. In as little as one day, we'll take your old bathtub down to the studs and complete the installation of your brand new custom-designed walk-in shower. Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH. Final days for 20 homeowners to receive 75% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 18 months, no interest, no payments, senior and military discounts. Receive a $200 Amazon gift card with purchase and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a free $25 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. That's right, the first 20 homeowners to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH receive these special savings. Bath Makeover of Arkansas proudly serves the full state of Arkansas, offering custom bathing solutions such as bathtubs, showers, and walk-in bathtubs. In addition to a lifetime product warranty and 5-year workmanship warranty, Bath Makeover of Arkansas offers a price lock guarantee, meaning once you receive a free design consultation, your price is locked in no matter what. Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH. Final days for 20 homeowners to receive 75% off installation of a new walk-in shower. Ask about 18 months, no interest, no payments, senior and military discounts. Receive a $200 Amazon gift card with purchase and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now to receive a $25 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEW-BATH.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. Your financial journey is unique to you. That's why we offer a variety of personal checking and savings accounts designed to work for your goals. Whether you're looking for low fees or great rewards, choosing the right checking account is easy at Southern Bank. Our products can help you save for your first home, a family vacation, or a college education. And just as important, at competitive rates. To learn more about our personal banking option, visit bankwithsouthern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz.
You're back on the Wild Side. Trey Reid and Mark Hedrick with you. Damon Poole in the control room. And Mark, we've been talking during the break. I'm sure that this will resonate with listeners out there in Radio Land. But, look, we have to make way for the coaches' shows of basketball games, baseball games from time to time. And it's always, it is what it is. But it's tough coming on at 8 o'clock, but man, I got to say, our first preempted delayed show of this basketball season occurs 2 days after we set the clocks back to standard time. And you and I are both in here talking about how, and you're a night owl. You're a night owl, but we're both tired tonight, man.
I'm tired.
It feels like it's about 11 o'clock at night right now. And Damon said the same thing when I walked in earlier. He feels the same way.
Well, I'll be watching TV, and I'll look over at the clock, and it's 12:45 at night, and I'll be going, I've still got some in me, man. I got the next show. We can watch a little more. And now, like I'm looking over at the clock at 11:30, and I'm going, I'm not going to make it. I'm going down.
Right.
And
right.
It's
just.
And then I'm waking up earlier because you got that little sun coming in through
right.
So
right.
It's a strange feeling.
I read a couple, and you see these articles every year this time of year about your circadian rhythms and how this just screws with everybody's internal clock.
I have.
Right.
It's the strangest. I mean, I had somebody today ask me, did our time change? She goes, my watch is, and everything, but the microwave, but they've just been so busy with stuff. And
right.
Because life just gets busier, and these things change automatically now. Your phones and your watches,
right?
Your microwaves and ovens don't.
Well, the good news is you'll get a little bit earlier crack at the deer on Saturday, and in a couple of weeks on the ducks because of that time change. But won't be able to stay after them as late in the evening. But hey, it's part of it. We complain about it every year because that's what you do.
Yeah, and we'll be happy. And
I'm telling you, it's going to take me. It usually takes me about 2 to 3 weeks for my
about March
seasonal affective disorder to sort of work its way through my system, and then I'll be back to as normal as I ever get.
Takes me right around the first week in March.
Yeah, back when we changed,
back.
Yeah. You want to give us some outdoor report?
Sure,
I know you've been out to Lake Maumelle today checking out the progress. Let's get that.
The Wild Side Outdoor Report is brought to you by West Rock Landing, your gateway to fishing and fun on Lake Maumelle.
You know, I don't know how much or how old you get, but it's just fun watching tractors. You know, you go out there and
I mean, we've liked them since we played with the Tonka trucks and tractors.
So you got a couple of guys out there today that were running the big machines. They're putting down crushed gravel. I forgot how many 100 tons of it was a lot of crushed gravel. They put down the dump trucks. They're running. They've graded the ramps. They're at a nice angle. They're good and steep. They're going to reach way out there. They've got the rebar in. They're going to start building forms. They're going to, from what I understand, leave the forms on the bank for 2 weeks to cure with this rebar and all that. Game and Fish comes out, and they have a nice little stamp they put in it. It kind of
it gives that groove to it where you can get some traction on with wet tires.
Correct. And they're going to start, hopefully, good weather. Maybe we'll be have new ramps before the first of the year is what I'm hoping
That would be amazing.
But really good job, CAW, Arkansas Game and Fish, and the contractors doing this because they are moving right along. One thing that really doesn't have a lot to do with the outdoors, Trey, but it does have to do with the outdoors and the Razorbacks. We mentioned this, but Cam Little did hit an NFL record.
Oh man, something else, wasn't it?
68-yard field. He hit a 70-yarder in a NFL preseason game. But you got to have that Razorback pride. So I did see Cam Little smash one the other day. 68-yarder. That's pretty strong for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've got a couple other things here that tonight, if you look outside, we've got a supermoon.
We do.
Also commonly known as...
Don't say.
Okay.
That's our trivia question tonight.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Well, I didn't know if you knew also, Trey, that it's also known as the digging or scratching moon.
Yes.
It's the frost moon.
The frost moon.
Yeah, the freezing moon, the deer rutting moon, and the whitefish moon.
You and I looked at the same page on the internet of the Old Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah, well, I looked at the internet because
oh, you just let Jim and I give you the answer, huh?
Yeah, Jim and who? Anyway,
I'm the answer.
Yeah, so you got one more in there that we need to know about, and the
most common name, we're going to do that after the next break.
That's
so
right.
We'll give you a little hint tonight.
And that's like I say, the fish are biting on Lake Maumelle. Back ramps are open.
Hey, I saw Eric Watts. He's been heavy on my Instagram feed, and he's been wearing them out this week.
Yeah. He's been borrowing fish, I think, Trey. I think he just borrows them.
He just borrows
them. Then puts them on the bumper and then gives it. No. Eric knows where they live, and more importantly, he knows how to catch them. So,
well, we need to get out there and catch some with him or me and you or whatever. We need to fry some crappie for these guys.
He
up here
called
at
me
the
other
Buzz.
day and asked me if I wanted to go out, and I had about 10 million things to do. But we're going to get us some crappie. Maybe we go out toward the end of this week, Trey. I know.
I like it. I could possibly do it. Well, we can't do it
Friday.
We could do it Friday afternoon, maybe.
it gets dark too early.
Oh, get out of here. Well, you won't go early.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're not going to go anywhere early. We're going to be here till 9 o'clock on the Wild Side. Stick around. We got more coming up right after this break.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family, service like your daddy used to get. Visit in store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side. Let me tell you about Tammy Chase Insurance. Tammy Chase is a wealth of knowledge as she guides her clients through the sometimes confusing world of health insurance and Medicare coverage. I know because she's helped me understand my options and find the perfect fit for me. She'll do the same for you because every client benefits from her expertise and local market knowledge. Give her a call at 501-658-5127. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the I care in Medicare solutions. Crane Chevrolet is a family-owned dealership committed to honesty, integrity, and outstanding customer service. Looking for a new ride? Crane Chevrolet has a wide selection of new and used vehicles, and when it comes to service after the sale, Crane's skilled technicians and modern service center will exceed your expectations. Crane Chevrolet is more than a car dealership. They're a part of the community. Crane Chevrolet, just off I-30, exit 130, or check them out at cranechevy.com.
Trader Bill's Outdoors has the largest fishing tackle selection in the region, including the newest lures and the newest colors, as well as a wide selection of locally made lures that are proven winners on Arkansas lakes and streams. They also carry top-of-the-line rods and reels by the industry's leading companies, and they employ local anglers who are always prepared to answer your questions and set you on the path to success. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock.
Honey, wake up. Santa's sleigh is on the roof.
Not a sleigh. It's a brand new Lincoln. And you can win your own during Southland Casino Hotel's Here Comes Santa promotion.
How do we win?
Earn entries starting November 1st to win your share of over $550,000 in free play and prizes. And don't forget the grand prize drawings on November 29th and December 27th to win a brand new Lincoln.
Come on, honey. Let's navigate to Southland.
Ho! Tell your friends about Here Comes Santa at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Have questions about retirement, investments, or your money? Call our financial hotline. Dial 501-381-5228 and leave a voicemail with your specific financial question, and our experts will answer it on the Get Ready for the Future show Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Get your financial questions answered by the pros. 501-381-5228. Call now. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and GenWealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
It's time for this week's Tammy Chase Insurance Outdoor Trivia Question. You may not know the answer to this week's trivia question, but Tammy Chase has the answers for all your health insurance and Medicare needs. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
Mark, I thought you were going to give it away. Yeah, we haven't discussed in the green room tonight what the trivia question was going to be.
No, we don't do that because, Trey, that takes away from the continuity, the impulsiveness of the show.
We need it to be extemporaneous, spontaneous,
exactly.
like just
like we don't know what we're doing. Like we don't have a clue what's happening.
Don't let the cat out of the bag. Oh man, no. But there is a full moon, or it is waxing to full currently. It's actually full, I think, at like 7:18 in the morning. It is a super moon. It's the moon obviously has an elliptical orbit around the Earth, and so it's irregular, and it's closer to the Earth.
As a matter of fact, it's the biggest of the year. It's the closest.
It is.
to Earth.
It is the biggest supermoon of the year. Yeah, I'm telling you, we don't compare notes, but we clearly are. We are of a one-track mind.
Yeah, we are clearly drawn to the same trivia, mindless trivia.
So your trivia quiz. Not only is it super and it's full, but it has a nickname that has been popular in the Old Farmer's Almanac. You named some of the less popular, the whitefish moon, but we're looking for the most common name for this moon, and it's a mammal. It's a critter that we have here in Arkansas. If you know the answer to that, you will get a $10 Sonic gift card from our friends at Tammy Chase Insurance. The phone lines are ringing up, lighting up, I should say, 501-661-1037. We've got Matt and Sheridan on line one. Matt, you've been you called in. Do you know what the name of this super full moon is here in November?
Yeah, is it the Super Beaver Moon?
That is correct.
Don't you have something you're supposed to play over there, Trey?
Oh yeah, listen to this, Mark. Did you there it is.
There you go. I mean,
Leave it to Beaver. It is not the Eddie Haskell moon.
No, it's not the Wally moon either. It's the
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we got it all on this show. I mean, we do it all for
It is
our
a
listeners.
super full beaver moon going on out there tonight, and tomorrow night you can check it out too.
Yeah,
Matt, you were all over that. You like as soon as we started talking about it, the line started ringing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I knew it because I do trapping and stuff like that. So
okay,
and that's
I
interesting.
knew exactly when y'all said that.
That's interesting because it's the whitefish moon, the deer rutting moon. I mean, these are all things that I'm sure the Native Americans, we're calling this. This is the time of year when you trap beaver that they're getting ready to den up. Their coats are the thickest.
That's right.
So you read that too?
I did. I read the same. I think the same thing. Matt, very well done, sir.
No doubt.
You keep listening down there in Grant County. Appreciate you. I'm going to put you on hold. Don't hang up. Damon will get your contact info, and we'll get that Sonic gift card from Tammy Chase Insurance in the mail to you.
All right, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you listening, buddy.
But that's interesting to me because now we just call it a supermoon.
A supermoon, or the full moon,
or the full moon. But the deal is back. That was a passing. That was a rite of passage.
To your point of the article that I was reading, like some of these names are like European traditions that came across the Atlantic with the Pilgrims and other early settlers, and then there were some that were from Native Americans, like names that they had. So you got a few of them out there.
Well, like the whitefish moon. We don't have whitefish down here.
No, we wouldn't make sense to call it a whitefish moon.
No, but freezing moon. We freeze down here, but not like it does in Alaska and other places. And so deer rut moon would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be a good. What was it? Was it the digging moon?
The digging or the scrapping? The digging or scratching moon, which would mean to me maybe deer digging, with their paws and scratching,
making
with
a
their
scrape.
Yeah. So that makes some sense to me. But anyway, kind of cool.
That's cool. Well, we got a scare.
Let's go.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Anytime you are.
Let's do it. Where are we at here? Come on, man. There's so much stuff on the button bar now. I don't see how we keep it all straight. Where is it? Yeah. Somewhere. Mark, I'm having a hard time here, buddy.
Well, let's go. Let's just go.
Oh, there it is. I got it. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's Shoot from the Hip, brought to you by Crane Chevrolet. Mark and Trey always like to shoot from the hip every week. But when it comes to Crane Chevrolet, they shoot straight and always hit their target.
All right, Mark, when we have a guest, we like to shoot from the hip and ask these questions.
Yeah.
And you've asked me in the past when we didn't have a guest, so it's your turn tonight. We're going to ask Mark the questions.
Yeah, and it's not like me to be unprepared.
No, but I mean, they are your questions that you. But
Correct.
I do have a few I'm going to add.
I was afraid of that.
What's a must-have snack on a hunting or fishing trip?
Well, I've got two, Trey. A Three Musketeers bar and cheese crackers.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I got to have little sweet.
You got a little sweet and a little savory.
That's right. That's
okay.
right.
You like a zero bar too, don't you?
I'll eat a zero bar.
It's basically Three Musketeers with white chocolate, right?
Three Musketeers, yeah, but it's got nuts in it. The zero.
Oh, the zero has.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, all right. There's nuts on this radio show too.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the morning or something else?
I'm a coffee guy.
One to two
cups. 1 to 2 cups. I'm done.
You take it with anything?
Yeah.
Cream
and
sugar. Okay.
Cream and sugar.
All right.
I don't like it black. You'll drink it black.
I will, but I prefer with a little heavy cream.
Yeah,
that's
me
how
too.
I do
Me
it.
too.
This is a tough one. Favorite fish to catch?
Crappie. I mean,
You like to catch a crappie more than catching a bass?
Yeah. I just.
Now, do you like catching the crappie more, or do you just like crappie fishing more?
I like. One thing I like about crappie fishing is kind of the calmness of it. I mean, you're looking, you find a spot, you anchor up, or you do whatever, and sit there and just fish in a school for them. Bass fishing's a lot of work. I mean, I loved to bass fish when I was younger. My son's eating up with bass fishing, and it's fun. But I'd rather go out and find some crappie and catch me a handful of them, take home and eat them.
Okay, all right. Well, then that answers what favorite fish to consume is a crappie too.
Walleye, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to ask. Have you ever seen a Bigfoot?
One just handed me a note.
Watch it, sucker.
One just handed me a note just then.
Watch it.
Don't hurt him, Damon. Don't hurt him. All right. This is a good one because I've never really thought of it. If you had 24 hours to do anything you wanted, what would you do?
Just by myself.
Yeah, you just take off. Hall pass for 24 hours.
That's one I really hadn't thought about, even though I came up with it myself.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like flying. I'd probably this sounds crazy. I'd probably go down to Alabama Pier, get my license, and sit out there and throw a bubble cork just all day long.
Whatever saltwater
Spanish
fish
mackerel.
would eat.
I love
Mackerel,
catching. I love watching them come up and hit out of that clear water down there.
That's pretty cool. All right. I'm not going to ask you your favorite bait, but I'm going to ask you what's your favorite magic marker color to color your baits.
Well, I have a whole bunch of them, but probably my favorite, if I had to just pick one, would be chartreuse.
It's got to be, right?
And fire tiger.
Chartreuse and pink are the two that I see you pull out most often when we're crappie fishing together.
But you can put them on.
How could you? Everything eats chartreuse, right?
Yeah. If you ever go out and catch a white bass or you hang a shad by mistake or something, especially in early spring, they've got pinks and greens and they got some blues.
Sure. You're mimicking that translucence, that iridescence.
Exactly. Kind of matching the hatch a little bit. So I know they got to be.
All right. Ever eaten a pig's foot, pickled egg, pickled sausage, Spam, and or lamb chicken?
I eat Spam regularly. I'm a Spam guy.
You like to chunk it up.
Yeah. And put a little bit of Tony Chachere's on it with a little cheese. Good. I'd have eaten lamb chicken. I prefer lamb pork chops. They're the best.
Pickled sausage?
I've eaten a pickled sausage.
Pickled egg?
Pickled egg.
How about a pig's foot?
I got it close and dropped it. I couldn't do it. I mean, once I saw that hoof, I realized what it was. I put it down.
The now defunct restaurant South on Main used to have an appetizer item called trotters.
Oh,
it was
really?
pig's feet, but it was an elevated presentation.
Yeah.
All right, last question I've got for you. Here's the curveball I'm throwing.
Right.
You've hosted more than one radio show.
Right,
this is not your first radio show. But all the way back with Morgan Richardson and Steve Bowman back in the 90s.
Correct.
And you did another one here at the Buzz a few years ago. Of all those people you hosted a radio show with, who's the best angler you've ever hosted a radio show with? There's only one correct answer, Mark.
Trey Reid. Trey Reid.
Yes!
I mean,
yes!
you fished with Bowman.
that was such a self-gratifying setup of a question there. But,
no doubt.
I had fun. I've been waiting to ask you that all day, and I knew you were like, I may or may not answer. He was telling me in the green
I got to
room.
answer that.
He didn't know what it was going to be.
Yeah, I had to answer that.
We got to take a quick break. More Wild Side coming up right after this.
I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side here on 103.7 The Buzz. You probably already know Edwards Food Giant as the meat people. And when I'm looking to throw a steak on the grill, my first stop is the incredible meat counter at Edwards Food Giant. Ribeyes, fillets, strips, T-bones, and porterhouses. Whatever your favorite cut, you'll find the best selection of certified Angus beef at Edwards Food Giant. Their prices are great, with weekly specials that will make your next steak dinner as affordable as it is tasty. Go see them today. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people.
Spring and summer may be behind us, but that doesn't mean there's not a good reason to get out to Lake Maumelle to enjoy a day on the water. Trey Reid here from the Wild Side to tell you about West Rock Landing. Our friends at West Rock have everything you need to enjoy a day on the lake. Whether you're fishing for bass or crappie, or just taking in the amazing views of the Ouachita Mountains, West Rock offers bait, tackle, boat rentals, and so much more. Check them out at westrocklanding.com or go see them just a few miles west of Little Rock on Highway 10. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle. It's time to hit the lakes and rivers, but before you back that boat into the water, stop by Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock, because the boat ramp is a bad place to discover a dead battery. Jacob Johns and the crew will take care of you like family and make sure you're charged up and ready to roll before you make the first cast. Bad batteries take your fish finder out of the equation, and you can't stay on the fish if your trolling motor won't turn. So take charge of your fishing fortunes with a trip to Battery Outfitters, 5915 JFK Boulevard.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized because I get to do something different and learn something new.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Hey, it's Craig O'Neill, looking forward again to a school year of reading stories to kids and getting me all over the state of Arkansas to schools everywhere. My GV80, Jenny from Genesis of Conway. And they've got a great story, a huge selection of pre-owned trade-ins, low mileage, terrific low prices, and top of the line. It's a story with a happy ending for you at Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For 55 years, you've trusted Sigma Supply for all your packaging and shipping needs. And now, as part of Brady Plus, they've got even more to offer. From janitorial supplies, facility supplies, and food service disposables, Sigma Supply has you covered. Ordering is a breeze with over 50,000 new products online at sigmasupply.com. Call or text sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600 and ask for the Buzz discount now, because it's there. And remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply, that is now part of Brady Plus, you've got low-grade product, man.
I'm a real wild one. Wild one. Wild one. Wild one.
Welcome back to the Wild Side. Trey Reid and Mark Hedrick with you on a 1-hour delayed Wild Side tonight, making way for Coach Cal. Hope you enjoyed the coach's show and stuck around. Maybe you hadn't heard the Wild Side before. We're an outdoor radio show here, and talk a little hunting, a little fishing. Of course, deer season opening up on Saturday, big day, 2 weeks out from duck season, believe it or not, and still got a little bit of time to get ready for that. I'm going to tell you next week about about some cool opportunities to hunt some private rice fields that the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission leases and then offers public hunting on a permitted basis. We'll talk more about that next week. It's that time of year, man, and Mark loves it because everybody hits the deer woods and leaves the lakes a little less occupied.
Yeah, there was very few people out at Lake Maumelle today, as pretty as it was.
God, you couldn't have asked for a better day today.
You had a little bit of a south wind coming through, kind of
blowing. But light, not crazy.
And also, I was going to mention, we didn't get a chance to mention this on the West Rock Landing outdoor report, but they are doing a controlled burn out there in the off Highway 10, Rattlesnake Ridge, Blue Mountain area, and then they're going to be doing some burning around West Rock Landing and the Grand Maumelle Sailing Club. So if you see some smoke out there, which I saw today, I saw a lot of the smoke, saw Nature Conservancy out there doing the burning. Don't be alarmed. That's part of the
good reminder. And the thing about that, Mark, it used to be with prescribed burns like that, there was kind of a window they'd hit February, March, maybe into early April, but the more science behind this burn tells us you can achieve different objectives by burning different times a year. Of course, vegetation not dormant yet, but not very far from that.
Yeah,
so you get different responses when you burn at different times a year. So it's a good reminder to folks that don't freak out when you see the smoke. It's intentional and it's creating better wildlife habitat.
You think we ought to do keepers and calls?
Yeah, man, I do. I really do, Mark.
Good.
Let's do it.
It's time for this week's Keepers and Calls, presented by Battery Outfitters. Sometimes you keep them, sometimes you throw them back. But when it comes to your battery needs, the service and selection at Battery Outfitters are always keepers.
Here's the other thing, Mark. I hope you have a lot because I'm pretty weak in the Keepers and Calls department. Why don't you start us off? Then?
I got two, and they're fairly long, but
come on with it.
2 boaters were DQ'd at the BFL Regional held October 10th and 11th on Lake Murray. One took a polygraph test and failed it. The other boater refused to take the polygraph. They were protested, and it was alleged they violated Rule 10 of the BFL Fishing Code.
What is that? Information?
That's the.
That seems like every time we hear about it.
This is simple though.
Okay.
This is one that gets me.
I mean, and I'm not questioning. I'm just like seems like every DQ we hear about lately. What happened?
It states in part that you cannot use mobile communication devices or communicate with anyone about location on catching fish on tournament waters during tournament hours. Now, see, that would be a no-brainer to me.
Right. Like I'm competing, I can't call and ask somebody a question.
You can't see your cousin over there pull a 10-pounder out and go, what are you using?
Right.
Or you can't call another competitor and go, hey, are you catching them?
Right.
That's against the rules. And there's other things that are against the rules there, too. But
sure.
That seems to be.
This is a pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, that seems to be how this worked out. The angler that refused the polygraph test is suspended from future MLF competition and can reapply in 2027. Now, the deal is, it's about integrity. I mean, it really is.
That's like the death penalty in college sports.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, but he refused to take it. I mean,
I get it.
Yeah,
I'm not against that decision.
It's about integrity in the sport. The more we hear about this, the more it puts a ding in the armor of fishing. Golf has a pretty strict rule of policing itself, and if you get a golfer that does something wrong, they're going to remember it forever.
And I would argue that it's more important than fishing because even though you do have some golf, especially at the highest levels, there's a camera on everybody. There's people. There's a gallery. There's folks all around. You don't have that in fishing.
So it's important
to that extent.
Correct. It's important that you it's a self-policing organization. So although I've got the guys' names, no sense mentioning them, but it's just it's a shame.
I'm sure all of our listeners that follow the circuits already know who they are. But,
so what do you got?
I would say here's a keeper, kind of a little more local. Harris Brake, wildlife management area in Perry County. one of the few Green Tree reservoirs that's west of Little Rock. There's a couple up on Pettigene WMA, but man, that the GTR there at Harris Brake has not held water for the last couple of years. Some a pipe that deteriorated and caused some problems for Arkansas Game and Fish. But the good news, the reason this is a keeper, is that was recently replaced. So you got now Harris Brake is cool because Harris Brake Lake, which is a pretty good little fishery out there.
Great fishery.
It was essentially built to provide water to that Green Tree Reservoir, and the fishery was kind of a
If
side
you've ever
benefit
gone
of
down
that.
there, there's a pipe that shoots out over the road.
Absolutely, and
It's
it
pretty cool.
goes to the upper GTR, which is 291 acres, and then you got the lower GTR, about 460 acres, so this new pipe and flashboard riser that went in last week or week before, I think now, that again hadn't held water. So it's going to be a great improvement in waterfowl hunting opportunity for folks in the Central Arkansas and West Central Arkansas area.
And I got one keeper here real quick, then we get to our phone line. But Baxter Health Foundation Bass Classic, $200 per boat, November 7th through November 8th of this year, of course. Lake Norfolk Marina in Henderson, Arkansas. Banquet Friday night at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. Tourney Saturday at Norfolk. Reason I wanted to bring it up, it's a nice tournament. Going to have some good payouts. Rodney Harper, our friend with Harper's Pure Country
was here with us
a few weeks back. We'll have a
weeks ago.
display at the banquet. So if you hadn't seen his work, go up there and check out what he does.
Hey, let's go to the phone lines. Robert in Romance is on line one. Robert, Damon tells us you've got a question about a hawk.
Yes, sir. I was going to ask, every time I come out and cut hay, I see these hawks flying around. It's a gray hawk. He's got but he's white feathered in between his wings.
That sounds like a Mississippi kite.
Do it.
It sounds like a Mississippi kite.
Or it could be a northern harrier.
Yeah, or a harrier. Either one of those two, they make
Okay,
crazy
well,
noises.
I've never seen one. I was just trying to research a hawk, and every time I'm cutting hay and I'm, looking at, he's coming down and getting, grasshoppers or whatever.
That sucker is smart.
Yeah, he is.
He's letting you do the work to flush the game out for him.
We have some harriers that live in a tree across the street from us, and if they fly in, especially when there's fledglings, you talk about they make some noise.
I bet. Robert, appreciate your call, buddy. Go ahead.
I didn't know if it was a hawk or what. He had a fan, like V-shaped fan. I didn't know if it was a hawk. And I've been trying to research, like, okay, what is this?
Look up Mississippi kite and northern harrier and
Yeah.
see if you can find him there. Robert, we got to take a break, buddy. Thanks for listening.
Robert.
Thanks for calling. It's funny. He
That's
told
pretty
that
cool.
story. One of my buddies that farms down in Jefferson County sent me a picture a couple weeks ago. He was cutting rice. And a bald eagle sitting in the rice field, and every time he'd make a pass in that rice and the mice would run out, that eagle, he just followed him all day long. More Wildside coming up right after
Green
this.
Chevrolet in Little Rock is among the small number of Chevy dealers to earn Chevrolet's Mark of Excellence Award. It's reserved for dealers who have both high sales performance and excellent customer service ratings. When you visit Crane Chevrolet, you won't just understand why they won the award, you'll feel it. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, let Crane Chevrolet show you the incomparable customer service that's made them one of the country's top Chevy dealers. Crane Chevrolet, I-30, exit 130 in Little Rock, or check them out at cranechevy.com.
Trader Bill's Outdoors is a one-stop shop for all your fishing and boating needs. They carry Vexus bass boats, Godfrey pontoons, and Taiga surf, wake, and ski boats. Their marine department also features parts and accessories from most boat manufacturers. And if something goes wrong with your boat, their service department is ready to get you back in the game with quality repairs and friendly service. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock, where great fishing and boating began.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family. Service like your daddy used to get. Visit in-store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, There's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Hey, get in. What? Who are you? I'm future you. Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Yeah. Mia, our doctor figured it out. She said it's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Flight by Yingling and 103.7 The Buzz have your chance to win a VIP experience at AT&T Stadium. 4 tickets to see the Cowboys take on the Eagles November 23rd, along with 4 passes to the Silver Star Tailgate presented by Flight by Yingling. 4 passes at AT&T Stadium for a tour and 1 night at a hotel. Register to win at 1037thebuzz.com or look for the QR code wherever you buy Flight by Yingling. It's brought to you by Flight by Yingling and 1037 The Buzz.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 1037 The Buzz.
Welcome back to the Wild Side. Trey Reid and Mark Hedrick with you on an hour-delayed version of the Wild Side Radio Show. Damon Poole in the control room. We are happy to have y'all here with us tonight on this late night that's getting dark early. We're ready to go home and go to bed, but you got us for another 6 minutes here.
Why don't you give us a quick tip, and I got a little something we can do.
All right, we can do that, man. You ready for that?
Yep.
Let's do it.
It's the All About Tire and Brake tip of the week. All About Tire and Brake, because you deserve hassle-free service.
Got a little thrown off there, Mark. We came back from the break about 30 seconds earlier than the
and that makes a lot of difference when you're as old as I am. 30 seconds.
No, I'm just telling you because I thought we had another 30 seconds or 28 seconds to BS during the break as we are wont to do.
Right.
But we don't. But anyway, all about Tire and Brake tip of the week. We've been talking about it all night. It is deer season finally on Saturday. Lots of Arkansans super excited about that. But here's your all about Tire and Brake tip of the week. Look, a couple of things to keep in mind. Hey, make sure your license is current.
No doubt.
Mark, Casey asked Autumn, our granddaughter, she's a big deer hunter going this weekend down in South Arkansas. Say, Autumn is she's just 17, so she had to buy her first license last year.
Yep.
Like, Autumn, is your hunting license good? She goes, oh, I think so. It was like,
that's
baby,
not going to.
It expired June 30th.
Yeah.
So it probably is not good unless she clicked on auto renew, which you can always do. So anyway, make sure your license is good. Make sure your deer tags, your free deer tags, are downloaded either through the Game and Fish website or the mobile app. Know where you're hunting. Chronic wasting disease management zone has some additional restrictions, and if you want to get your deer tested, go to agfc.com/CWD to find over 100 free testing locations around the state, as well as a network of participating taxidermists who will test that deer for CWD for free. Make sure you got Hunter Ed card with you, or it says HE verified on your license. If you don't have a Hunter Ed card, you lost it, go to agfc.com/Hunter Ed. I mentioned this earlier, Mark. Wear that orange or that safety chartreuse and make sure it's on the outside of your outermost garment. You can't put it on and then put a jacket over it or a toboggan over your cap. It doesn't do anybody any good that way. Mark, you mentioned this. use that safety harness if you're climbing up in a stand. Make sure your straps or steps or welds and bolts on your stand are still in good shape. Nothing's chewed through them or rusted through. Make sure someone responsible knows where you are and what time to expect you home. So if you did have a fall, they would know to come looking for you. Great tip here. Look at the load the Game and Fish radio room number. It's a toll-free number like the dispatch for game wardens, because they could get a game warden to you in a hurry if you see a poacher in the neighborhood that you need to report, or if you run into trouble like with a fall from a stand. This is a good one, man. Repack the snacks.
Oh, yeah.
Take the little Debbie's out of the package that go and put them in something else.
No doubt.
I got chastised by a bow hunter I was shooting video of one time.
My son won't take me
for eating potato chips.
He won't take me not to make too much.
And don't forget, when you shoot a deer, it's got to be checked within 12 hours. If you got cell service where you are, or you use the Game and Fish app, you can actually check it right there on the spot, and then you don't have to use the tag. But if you move it before you check it, use any kind of paper or whatever you got. Take a tag out of the Arkansas Hunting Guidebook to tag that deer before you move it. And if you're going to leave it at deer camp or with a meat processor, it's got to have a tag on it. That's it, buddy.
Well, that was a good all about tire and brake tip of the week. Apparently, while we were in the break, Damon came in. You said we were 30 seconds short. I believe we dropped a Battery Outfitters commercial.
Well, you better give them some love,
so I'm
man.
going to give them some live radio love, because I just think they deserve it.
They absolutely deserve it. Well, I love to just go in there and see what they got.
Oh, my gosh. Well, right now, Battery Outfitters has Black Friday deals all month long.
Okay.
So you ask, what does that mean? Well, I mean, that means you can go in and get battery organizers, those fully loaded battery. That's what I got my son and my daughter for Christmas last year. It was fully loaded. They've got a deal. You can check your battery in it.
And it's got the different size holes in the foam to line up your AAAs,
Perfect.
your double A's.
So I did get those. So they're loaded up, ready to go. They've got deals on Pro Series automotive batteries. That's nice. They also have select Nebo and other deals. So if you like the flashlights,
I got to tell you, if you're shopping, mostly guys, right? Because we can't have enough flashlights, but the ladies too. But like if you need some great stocking stuffers, these Black Friday deals at Battery Outfitters, just what you need.
But the other deal is that they have the lithium batteries, they have the lead acid, they have the AGMs, they have it all. If you're wanting to get your, husband, boyfriend, somebody something nice for their four-wheeler or their boat, I mean, go pick them up a nice lithium battery.
Nice.
They've got chargers that carry charges on everything from the lithium to the AGM to the lead acid batteries. They can. It's in one console, and you can go back. I mean, it's incredible.
And just like all of our advertisers on the show, they're going to treat you like friends and family.
Oh, no doubt. Go see Jacob Johns. His number is 501-537-4990. They carry Pro Guide and Pro Series batteries. They're at 5915 JFK Boulevard, North Little Rock. Go see them.
All right. Well, Mark, we got about a minute left.
So are you going to bed when you get home tonight?
I'm going to bed, and I'll be right back here on
Wednesday morning.
Morning Mayhem.
Oh, and then you're going to be in Hot Springs where I'll be.
Yeah, Generation Conservation Summit going on the next 2 days over at the Bank OZK Arena. Yeah, it's going to be a busy rest of the week, and then hey, we got deer season. I doubt I will be in the Deerwood Saturday. My opening day's 2 weeks away. That's duck season.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just cold, wet, and early.
Cold, wet, and early, so Mark won't be there. But we got to plan a crappie fishing trip, Eric. If you're Watts, if you're listening, let's make Mark go fishing. We need some crappie.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, hey, it has been a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in on an extra hour late tonight on the Wild Side. We'll catch you next week. For Damon Poole and Mark Hedrick, I'm Trey Reid. Until next time.